Right, Shalom, Shalom. Call all you like Yahweh Shemir Al-Shai, Bashim Kakadash, Brakte Hawa, Brakte Al-Shai, Brakte Hawa, Brakte Al-Shai. Call all you like Yahweh Shemir Al-Shai, Bashim Kakadash. Giving all praises to our power, Yahweh Shemir Al-Shai, Bashim Kakadash. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who well, peace and salutation to the election, the first fruits, the choicest part, that whom the Lord will have mercy upon this side, which starts with the Rashim, which are the prophets, the Heats, all right, that who are the ambassadors, the envoys, the mouthpiece of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, on earth today, all right, who have the testimony, the Idwath, all right, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and will, of course, through preaching and teaching, okay, the rest of the elect will hear the words of Yahushai, all right, through them, okay, and will come into the fold, come into this knowledge, and receive, of course, that sealing, the mercy, the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, and ultimately the deliverance that comes with the salvation, the deliverance by the way of the chariots when Yahushai comes back to redeem his elect, all right, his first fruits, okay, the rest of the 1/3 as well, okay. So of course we giving a shalom to those speckled bird Israelite foreigners as well, those that are variegated, looking different, that come in different sorts because they're scattered across the four winds, all right. It's not something that's based on your outward appearance. This is something based on the spirit that's within you, but also your lineage by the way of your father being going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, which we believe through faith, all right, that we are the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, the Israelite foreigners, all right. So shalom again, all right. Double honors to apostles, elders of Great Millstone. I'm the brother Mothbrook. Got the brother here, yep, for the Great Millstone Plain Tables Camp, located here in the city of Philadelphia. Just coming with another week lesson. Of course, in these times which we're in, a lot of things are happening within prophecy, but of course we do get frustrated, being the creatures, the creation, waiting for, of course, Yahushua to return, to actually to redeem us, and to bring forth that escape out of this hell in which we're in, this low condition, and ultimately, like I said, bring us through this nuclear fire. All right, but things have been, as you can see, continuing as usual, especially with this whole new normalcy, with the more people that have been receiving the Shabbat, all right, by Zariam and their arms and such, all right, they got it, and that has brought forth more liberties on to them. Okay, now they can go to targets, different places with different mandates that by their state lifted. They can go there without the mask. Okay, and different other privileges and freedoms. But this place is not a rest, as the scriptures say. We have not a continuous city, and this place, they tell you that this is destroyed. Micah 2, they tell you that it'll destroy us with a sure destruction. The brother can get that too. Micah 2. Yeah, Baba Kashad, that scripture. All right, because it's very, very important, that we know, and it's high time to wake out of sleep. Okay, so brother can read it. Aita now.
Start from the top.
Yeah.
Micah 2. Micah 2.
Actually, just a point, Slaki. Where it say, yeah.
Right, rise and depart.
Okay. Yep.
Micah 2 verse 10. Arise, yea, and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Right. So it says arise, and if you can go to the blue letter and go to look up that word for rest. So it says rise ye and depart, because this is not our rest. Okay, and it's very important that we rise. We wake up. And be exalted. Know. That this isn't our rest. All right, which
to rest or depart.
Yeah, go to the rest, Baba Kishah. All right, because this is not our rest. This is a place of our captivity. We are prisoners of hope, which we are going through, of course, the straight gate. So you looking, thinking that this world is for your continuance to prosper. You know, as the brother was going in telling me a testimony how I believe one of his Bathium or daughters, one of his daughters, you know, trying to, you know, pretty much with, you know, taking it possibly want to, you know, more continuing this captivity, this hell, in Babylon the Great, you know, in this world, the fashion of this world. But this place is going, the shite is going over. So read that, Baba Shah.
H4496, Menuka means resting place, rest, quietness.
Slop. So go back to that Hebrew word. So yeah. So you say it again.
Manauka.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Manauka.
Yeah. So you know, it's I believe going to the root, like you know, like rest is nach. So ma could be like of, you know, and of the rest and such when you break it down. But yeah, read it again.
Resting place, rest, quietness.
Right. This ain't our quietness, you know, for us to just sit here and you know, be at peace and chill, you know, serene, you know, cool as a fan. Okay. No, this isn't. This is our actual hell. Okay. This is our captivity. This is the place in which judgment is carried out, and we, being sinners, you know, we are paying for the various sins in which we've done, but also seeking, of course, the face of Yahweh Shem Yashai, so that we can have the mercy, okay, which is a gift, you know, Yahweh Shem Yashai given unto his elect. All right, got any? If you have a precept, of course, you can bring out too. But it's keep reading that again, Slakia.
Micah 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Right, it will destroy you. Now go into that word for destroy. Okay, usually goes into like destructuring. All right. Yeah. Yep.
Kaval.
Yep. Chabal. Yep.
To bind. To take a pledge. Lay to pledge. To hold by a pledge. Taking pledge. Holding pledge.
And going down. Here we go. Number
to destroy. To spoil. Deal corruptly. Offend. To be ruined.
Right. So this place, destroy. This is a place bring you to ruin. You know, to naught. Okay, here. You know, this place, as the brother had went into, it corruptly. Right.
Offend.
Yeah, offend. Okay. You know, the whole this world. You know, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life, and all of that stuff. These things, of course, destroy you. You know, these things. You know. It's a life of voluptuousness, you know, that makes, you know, the flesh good, but the spirit, they don't feed you. You know, the brother always going to that, you know what I mean? How, you know, this place is, like it says, a hell, and it just, you know, keep dampening down your spirit and stuff. That's why we got to more walk and go after the things of the spirit, kind of, yeah. If we got any, like, point, you can, of course, speak on any points, too. But, got a precept?
Yeah, I can go to Galatians 5 and 15. It speaks about the flesh and the spirit warring against each other.
Yeah, that's right. You know, especially like, you know, us being hopeful members of the elect. You know, that fight that's going within us is high. Okay, especially in these times in which we're in. You know, we're constantly under attack, spiritual attack from Satan. Spiritual demon Satan hopping on and off of different people. These spirits is out here. You know, Satan goes about as a roaring lion, seeking whom may be devoured. He go and walk and tay and fade throughout the earth. So Satan is everywhere in the midst somewhere, you know, trying to trouble you. But we know we have, of course, Yahweh Shem Yashai with us even to the end. So go.
Galatians 5 verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Right. So walk ye in the spirit. Now go into that word for walk, Baba Kashah. Usually like walk, go into like your conversation, like your manner of life, you know, your conduct. We're gonna go and double check and see what it goes into. Yeah. So got that Greek word, repetio. Yeah.
Peripateo.
Kind.
To make one's way, progress, to make due use of opportunities,
Kind.
to regulate one's life, to conduct oneself,
See?
to pass one's life.
Right. So now going back, read it.
This for Salakia, Galatians 5:17.
Mm-hmm.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit,
Mm-hmm.
and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary to one another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Right. So you know you be what, like, you know, just being you know, in existence, right? Things you had to get that pride, that scripture that the things I do not, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, get that scripture. Like you know you'll be wanting to do what's right, but you know, of course, you're in the flesh. You know, but you got to know, you know, to be and dwell in the spirit and such. All right, and even like I say, if you do go off, you have to, of course, repent to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, ask constantly for forgiveness, because you're gonna go off. But you know, of course, the best thing is to sin less. All right, Khan.
Romans 7:19.
Yep, Khan. That's what we gotta do. You know, we want to strive for the masteries, be perfect as our Father is in heaven. Okay, best as we can be. Go ahead.
Romans 7:19. For the good that I would, for the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do.
Right. You know, so this is just honest. This is straight real. You know, Paul being straight real. And I mean, and it's good, of course, that one of the directly under, of course, Yahweh Shai, Paul, you know what I mean, learning, okay, he is giving you this straight truth right here, all right, that read it again.
Romans 7:19, for the good that I would, I do not.
Right, the good that I would, you know, there's so much good within, of course, the law, statutes, commandments, all right, but like I said, so much that we can't even uphold, you know, because we're in this flesh, especially also being under the rulership of Esau, Edom. You know what I mean? All the vexation that go on in the day, and within the law, statutes, commandments, we be justified to do certain things. All right, but it's not expedient. All right, in these times. Read on.
But the evil which I would not, that I do.
Right, the evil, the wickedness. All right, that right, which I will read against, like.
But the evil which I would not, that I do.
Right, you know, so he's of course being honest and admitting, you know what I mean, he does of course sin, you know, wicked, doing evil, all right, going off, missing the mark, kata, or sin. All right, keep going.
Now, if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me.
Right, so it's a sin of the of course, you know, missing the mark, sins, breaking, transgressing the law, you know, us being in the flesh and programmed to go off, you know, of course, that's what it is, okay? Because remember, you know, the flesh, you know, it lusted for these things, you know what I mean? It has a yearning, a desire, and a craving to, you know, appease itself, you know, please itself, you know, so you be having times you be like, damn, man, I want to do this and that, but, you know, it'd be not that time for that, you know what I mean? There's things that are that we're at liberty to be able to do, but also like us, because we're trying to be, of course, more within the spirit, better vessels, all right, for good use, the master's use. You know, we may not be a part, you know, indulging or do. All right, so you got precept there.
We can go to Hebrews 11:1, where it speaks about faith, because the more faith you have, the more you can search these scriptures and build your spirit up. So through faith, we search the scriptures and we build our spirit up, so that way we can fight against the flesh and win the battle. So
That's right.
Hebrews 11 and 1.
Okay.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Yeah, you know, and like I say, like faith is just like, you know, you have it where you don't see it, but you believe it. You know, the brother, he always bring this point to me. He'd be like, brother, like we like right there. You know, I mean, you can speak. You know what I mean?
We at the doorsteps.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the same way Noah was preaching for 100 years, saying that the flood is coming. You know, and the people didn't have faith to see what Noah was trying to preach to them. So they shunned away from him. And they also said that we never saw rain before, so they were skeptical about believing what he was speaking about. But that faith that he had in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua made him build that ark.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing when we try to tell Jake these days, you know, that the end is near. The chariot's gonna come and deliver us. They don't believe in the chariots, so they shun us away and continue to walk in the flesh.
Yeah.
You know, so we at the doorstep, and it's a beautiful thing because the prophets before us wish that they could be, you know, in this day and time that we're in right now.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing that we hear at the end, and we can see it.
That's
So
right.
we have to use that faith that we have to continue this journey, so that we can endure to the end, you know, and make it into those chariots.
Kind of real quick precept. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and 7. It says, I might go a bit above. It says, 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse, man, it's a lot, but I'm gonna start at 5 and 5. It says, now he hath wrought us for the self same thing is of the Most High, who also hath given us the earnest of the Spirit. Therefore we are always confident, and that's confident with faith, all right, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. For we walk by faith, the point, not by sight. Right? We walk by faith, not by sight. All right? You know, you might not see, of course, like right now, they be like, yo, how y'all believe in this book? You know, you said that America's going to get destroyed. You said that Jacob's trouble is going to be now. Or, you know, like, there's 7 different things that people say, like, especially our women and stuff. They like prime examples. I mean, they say, like, you said this that is going to happen. It didn't happen. I can speak a testimony of my own self. I think pretty much, I believe a woman that I had at the time, I believe that she holds it against me that, like, back a couple years ago, that, you know, things didn't pop off. As you know, I had just came in the truth, super zealous, very, very excited, you know, and I was like, yo, like, you know, things can just pop off and that'd be it. I think that because it didn't happen, it more fueled the fire of her, you know, having no belief, you know, in me, which women are feminine anyway, lacking in faith anyway, but just goes to show you more, you know what I mean? And also, you know what I mean, the scriptures does talk about, you get, we don't have to get all these scriptures. I think it's Micah 7 and 1.
Micah 7 and 1.
I think it is, or Micah's 7 and 8.
Okay.
Yeah, get that one.
Micah 7 verse 8. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy, when I fall.
Right, you know, and like, you know, we do come in the truth. The Lord, he says what? When thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. Kind of, yeah. You know what I mean? And the Lord does take us through hell. And especially a lot, that hell could be your woman going against you. All right? Where you thought that she was within union with you. The Lord reveals that the man's foes would be they in his own household. That who you thought was the most intimate and all down for you. Like, you know, we was sitting here in my place, and the guy had, the spirit had made him talk. What he had said?
He said she can love you, but she can like you, but she can't. He said she can love you, but she won't like you. Some
of that nature.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like, you know how them MGTOW guys, they say like, oh, it's just your turn.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you gotta understand that these women are really not with us. I mean, at this time. That's why I tell you in the scriptures that those who have wives be it those that have none. Okay? We have to be indifferent. We have to still let no man or woman take our crown. We got to still keep going. Continue back on that, Micah 7.
When I fall, I shall arise.
Right, and we shall rise. Which we get what? Lifted up. All right? Which go into Kwam, like you say, Kwam Yashala, shall rise. Okay? Become powerful. It also means that. And the Lord is making up his jewels and making them more precious than fine gold. The Lord requires us to be men. Okay? He requires us to be champions, masculine. Okay? Alpha. Okay? Because if we under Yahweh Shai was alpha, omega, all right, first and the last. If we would be the Alahayim, first fruits, 144, we would be those alpha males, okay? Which Yahweh Shai is the author and finisher of our faith. Keep going. Cheap examples, like what?
When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me.
Right. And the Lord, all throughout our lives and such, He becomes what? As a lamp unto us. All right? And He illuminates, all right, our footsteps, our paths, that we don't slip not. All right? We gonna get that. I think it's in Samuel's. They talk about the Lord being a lamp or something like that, or the Word being a lamp or something like that. They talk about thou illuminate my darkness. Illuminate the darkness. Give us one moment. It's a precept that let me see if I can spell it. That I tend to pray. It might be like in the 22nd chapter of Samuel's. Get it. 2 Samuel's 22 and 29. So I can't. 2 Samuel's 22 and 29. These words are important to know, especially in the times we're in, where there's so much ignorance and darkness. Remember, gross darkness covered the people. All right, so go ahead.
2 Samuel 22, verse 29. For thou art my lamp, O Lord, and the Lord will lighten my darkness.
Right. Yeah. So it says again. Read that again. So it's amazing.
2 Samuel 22, verse 22. And 22 verse 29. For thou art my lamp, O Lord, and the Lord will lighten my darkness.
Right. So, though of course we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, fear no evil, because the Lord, He's the one that's lighting the way for us, that we can see through the darkness, as we be like they talk about Lucifer, being light bearers. We're lesser light bearers too under Yahweh Shai too. We're children of the light, of the day, and not walk as darkness as these fools do. All right, so we also got to remember that as well. All right, get also Psalms chapter 84 and 11. Yep.
Psalms 84 and 11. For the Lord power is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will He withhold from them that walk uprightly.
Right. And the Lord, He continually gives us that what we need to be sustained, to be able to see, give us the knowledge, all right, to know. All right, He also give us that covert, that shield, the Magan, all right, to be able to be our defense, in this wicked and perverse place which we're in. All right. The Lord, through of course His angels, is continually blocking a lot of these different attacks. Which, like I say, we would be dead if we had Yahweh Shai, man. I'm telling you, there's so much. It's gonna be crazy when we find out the amount of things that the Lord sanctioned not to hurt us and harm us. John, you got a precept?
Trying to find it.
Okay, it's like as he finds the precept. I'm going to get this Psalms 27 and 1. It says, the Lord is my light and my salvation. All right. So Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, the Messiah Yahweh Shem Shai, Yahweh. All right, is our light, our awar, my light. All right. Yeshaya. All right, salvation, my salvation. All right. Yeah, whom shall I fear? The Lord is my strength of my life. Whom shall I be afraid? Yeah, the Lord be with us. Who could be against us? All right, go ahead.
Isaiah 41 and verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
Right, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay, the Lord has his son Yahweh Shai as, of course, continually to uphold us, to Samak be our support, make sure that we're well, all right, guarded, preserved, okay. Get Jude chapter 1 and get Jude chapter 1 and verse 1.
Jude starting. Jude.
Yep.
Jude verse 1. Jude, the servant of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, the brother of James, to them that are sanctified by Yahweh the Father and preserved in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
See?
And called.
Preserved in Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. And called. Korah. Right. So, not only are we sanctified by the Most High, but we're also preserved, all right, in Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. All right, which go into that word for preserve here. Give me off minds real quick.
Strong's G 5083 Tereo.
To attend to carefully.
Right, the Lord is tending to carefully for us because we are his sheep. All right, the Lord is our shepherd. I shall not want. It leadeth me to green pastures, still waters. You know what I mean? We read that. His soul he restored. My soul he restored. All right, we'll keep going.
Take care of, to guard, to keep one in the state in which he is.
Right, which the Lord, he making sure that we are grounded, making sure that we stay steadfast within his faith in him. All right, that we not forsake our first love. All right, keep going.
To observe.
Yeah, the Lord is observing us. He's continuing having his eyes, which the angels look after us. All right, so going into it, the Lord, he's preserving those that are sanctified. Okay, the Most High Yahweh, you're preserved in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right, it says mercy unto you and peace and love be multiplied. Come on, that's it. Where you at? You got another precept?
No, I'm not worried.
All right, so now we gotta go back to where you was reading. That was way back in what? Was that Hebrews or was it the Hebrews? By faith. Remember you said the substance.
Hebrews 11.
Yeah, Hebrews 11. All right.
Yeah.
And then we gotta get the Matthews.
Hebrews 11 verse 2.
Yeah.
No, start at the top. Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh.
Right. Which, like I said, we believe that through faith. I mean, like, you have it where, like I said, we do, personally, we believe that we was there at the framing of this earth, and we are the Alahayim, the powers. When they say that and God created, the heavens and the earth, the Alahayim. Of course, that'd be Yahweh Shai. All right, first, only begotten. All right, with the rest of the innumerable angels, created all of this. Okay, the elect. Okay, that is, we're speaking about specifically Slakia, 144,000. Okay, created this. We only believe that based on the word. It's written. Keep going.
So that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto Yahweh a more excellent sacrifice than Cain,
Con.
by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, Yahweh testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh.
Right.
By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because Yahweh had translated him, for before his translation he had this testimony that he pleased Yahweh.
Con. Keep going.
But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is.
Right. So very important. We gotta believe that, and that's what Yahweh is. He is. He exists. He to be. All right. You know. Read that again.
God. But without faith it is impossible to please him.
It's impossible to please the Lord. You know. Also, to tell you that we gotta hold that one too. That true worship shall worship the Lord in spirit and truth. Hold that too. But keep going.
God. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is.
Yeah, you gotta believe, all right? Or Amayan, I believe it is in the Hebrew, or it's like it. I'm gonna get it. Keep going.
And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Right. He's a what?
That he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
He's a rewarder. Okay, the Lord is going to give you a recompense, a payback, a dessert, you know, for those that diligently seek him. All right, you think that Yahweh Shem Shai is going to just leave you there and not pay you? The Lord going to break you off. Get the scripture where you say that the Lord is not unrighteous to forget your labor and love towards his name. I think it's like that. Because the Lord, like I said, none of our works, remember, it's crazy. It hit me because the brother had sent that video. You know, you be going through these low moments because you be catching hell, you know, at the job and your life and stuff. And you be like having these low moments. The brother sent the video it was like basically like pretty much a big exhortation to his brothers, you know, in the ministry to keep going and continue to grow, you know, continue to fight, continue to push this word. Prophets don't take days off. That we don't retire until we ain't going away till nothing, which is the kingdom, all right, until the Lord actually comes and scoops us up, deliver us, or we die and come with him. Go ahead.
Well, Hebrews 6 verse 10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
Yeah, we serve to the saints. We serve this to those that are heirs to receiving, you know, the kingdom, all right, which is the Israelites, starting with the elect, all right, the elect of the Most High that are going to listen right now on this side, okay, 144,000, the rest of the 1/3, all right. That's who, of course, you know, we're speaking to. 2/3, they're not going to listen. They have ears that they kind of hear, you know. They slumber, they sleep, man, dead, you know, brother. We going into call them zombies and stuff. You know what I mean? Gone. You know, all the way gone and stuff. I be marveling at it because it's just like, you know, we right there. Like, and it's another point I make. It's crazy. I seen that basketball player. His name Kyrie Irving. You seen him with the fro?
Yeah, come.
Yo, when I seen that dude with a fro, like I don't even watch basketball. You know, like, when I used to watch, it was like AI and, you know, Jordan and all them, you know, players, Magic Johnson, all them. Got their new young bulls and stuff. I see him with a fro and I was like, yo, something's different. For somebody to start just rocking a fro, you know what I mean, out of nowhere. You know, you got, what's his name, James Harden, rocking the beard, thick. You know, you tell our people, and then he started talking about, you know, my people are still in bondage. These people, these celebrities, they listen to this truth. And it's hitting them, like he was talking about, like, yeah, I know y'all want to talk basketball, but there's more important things going on. Because look, there's a conviction. A lot of it, you know, Jake, even though Jake could be wicked, or at this time, you know what I mean, you know, still, you know, in the world, there's something that obviously spiritually keep tugging at them, that they still go back to the power. Like, yeah, Most High does exist. You know, I know something is more than this. This can't be it, because you're not going to find, like we went into that precept about this is not our rest, you know, destroy you with a sword of destruction. This ain't our quietness, you know, even if you make it in the so-called world, you make it to the NBA, get all of the money, the riches, the women, you still not going to be content. You know, you still could get destroyed by Esau, you know what I mean? in the streets, blown to bits, and still be an underling, still be subservient to him. All right, instead of sovereign as kings and powers. All right, in which we are. Okay, which is going to manifest what we really are very soon. Okay, and it's already doing it through this word. We proclaiming that we are the children of power, and as prophecies continue to progress, it's revealing itself. Okay, that we are, and it's gonna come to a point where it's gonna be undeniable. You know what I mean? So many people you see, they walk in with their head down already. A lot of times at our camp, you know what I mean? A lot of the people and other brothers' camps too. They can't even look out of the corner of their eyes and stuff. They just such in shame and such, and it's like, they have a terror, and fear when they walk by us, because we are to be reverenced, we are to be feared, all right, in righteousness, okay, because we are, if we are those men, like I say, we'd be of that aristocrats best rule, man, so that just goes to show you, we Yasha. You know what I mean? The Lord was made for our sake. So it's another reason too for brothers to also hold your head up. You know what I mean? To continue to constantly endure and not to let yourself fall for the heavy thoughts of depression and thinking that you're not nothing. Those are lies that Satan can tell you. No, we exactly what the Lord said. We're of His jewels, the apple of His eye. All right. We are. His treasure, man. So, you gotta believe that, But I think it's like one more verse in that of Hebrews 11.
Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh of the things not seen as yet.
Right. So he was warned. Noah was warned. Okay. That he had to be very, very important. Okay. The Lord says He revealed His secrets unto His servants and prophets. Remember Noah, he prophesied. We can how much does I get that? Where that's at? Where he prophesied, like it tells you specifically how many years he prophesied. Then he shut up the ark. The Lord shut up the ark. All right, Yahweh. So this is also very important. Always going to that Yahweh is my shepherd, I shall not want. Going into a special friend, a teacher. All right, the Lord, He feeding us. All right, He telling us, warning us. All right, how the Lord, of course, gave Daniel the gift to be able to interpret the dream, Nebuchadnezzar and such. All right, you got it? No, it's like I can Google it. I think it's like 100. We're gonna get this precept. Go to Salakia. Genesis chapter, is it Genesis chapter 5 and 32? Is that it? Try that one. It might go straight into the whole story.
5 verse 32.
Yeah, see, is that it? Let me see. We gonna get this precept. Just bear with us, Akim, and those Aquath that are listening as well. And if we don't, we could just go directly to that precept where they're giving on to marriage in Matthews. But y'all right now we'll get it. So I can just give us a moment as we get this up. Let me see something. It might be. Let's see where it's at. Noah prophesied for how many years? Okay, Genesis 6 and 3. No, is that it? 120 years. Let me see something. Don't worry about it. Just go to that other precept.
Hebrews.
Yeah. No. The one in. Well, yeah, you can finish off that in Hebrews and then go to the one about Noah in the days of Noah, like how.
Matthew 24 and 37.
Yeah. All right. Yep. It's like you. And then how right did I get that other one?
Con. Hebrews 11 and 7. By faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by which he condemned the world and became the heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
Right. It's all about faith. He heard the Lord. Look, Noah was just amongst the people as well. The Lord said, "Hey, it's gonna rain." Noah didn't listen, but he did listen. He was by fear. All right, which fear, as we know in Proverbs. All right, what's that? Proverbs, the first chapter, where they talk about fear, beginning of wisdom, something of that nature.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of.
1 and 7 Proverbs. Yeah, this is perfect, guy. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, Proverbs 1 and 7.
Con. Proverbs 1 verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right. So it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise, all right, wisdom and instruction. Yeah. So the Lord gave the instruction. Noah built the ark. He was prophesied. He said what it is. So he wasn't foolish as the rest of the people. All right. But he had that fear. That's the beginning, of course, of knowledge. Okay. But remember, fools hate knowledge. Anything else?
Matthew 24 verse 37.
Mm-hmm.
But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Right. And that's the second coming of Yahweh Shai gonna be just like how the times of Noah was, which is gonna explain. Read.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Right. So you had it. They were doing all the things which you see now. Eating, drinking. Being very, of course, feeding the flesh. Being, this filled with this bread and circus. As you can see, people just trying to, be happy and merry. Get with women, get married, get a house, get cryptocurrencies and prosper. Different things of that nature. Live it up. Living my best life. That was going on. Okay. But remember, the Lord was bringing a flood. And He brought a flood. Okay. That first death. Now the second death is coming. All right, by the way of fire. Okay. And if you're, of course, in that spirit, if you don't flee mortal thoughts, okay, if you don't come out of this world, mentally, spiritually, and stop worshiping and reverencing this whole system, okay. If you don't do that, you're going to be destroyed with this system, with this place. All right, you looking for something?
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Right. So a lot of people are going to be ignorant. All right. There's going to be a remnant still, as Noah represented a remnant. Noah and his Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Their wives, 3 wives too. Noah's wife. Them 8 souls, I believe it goes into. All right. Which the world ended up being populated. All right. Afterwards. Okay. Being fruitful and multiplying. Okay. You got something?
I'm trying to find it.
Sorry. But yeah. You know how it goes?
When it speaks about coming to serve the Lord in the days of thy youth.
Oh, okay. Like Ecclesiastes 12:1.
Con.
Yeah, get it. Yep.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth,
Mm-hmm.
while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right. And another thing which is important too, when we come and get sanctified, washed in the word, we become new creatures, and we become babes. So, also another spiritual aspect, you have to understand that too. You know what I mean? The Lord, He makes us all, we little young babies, little babes. We mature through the word and stuff. But right now, like I said, we got to get this word with all that get understanding. All right, in the days of our youth. All right, and you can you can go into that youth. It might be Nair in the Hebrew, but check Baba Kishah in the blue letter. Khan. We just always attack this and get more deeper understanding and such. You know what I mean? Scriptures talk about how desire the sincere milk. You know what I mean? Where my one may grow. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. It's very important that you get this word. That's gonna nurture you. All right. Khan. Let's see. Brother getting the scripture, and we're soon closing out. Like I said, I know brothers been probably think this wasn't gonna be a long lesson, but it always gonna be in the spirit. When we do these lessons, of course. So those that of course sticking in, the water, of course, keeping your attention span, because we know Jake just fall asleep. Go ahead. Yeah, so go look up that word youth in the blue letter. So in that word, it might be Na'ar. Alright, what's that right there? Bachar Yom. Bachar Yom. Which alright, well he's speaking Yiddish like so Bachar Yom, pronouncing Lashwan Kodash. We know in the blue letter, they speaking of Yiddish. So what it just got?
It's just a youth.
Yeah. Anything else? Young men, youth. Yeah, that's it. Let me see. I'm trying to think some more. So like. Go into that root too, if you can check too. We might have to do this more too another time, because I never actually went into that word. Look at that root, click that root button, right there. Yeah, click it. From Bakhawar, which go back to Bakhar. Now click Bakhar, which usually being chosen, but right there. Click that one. You see that one? Click this one. Yeah. Yeah, see? Chose.
Choose, elect, decide for, to be chosen.
Right. So even deeper, and of course, as it says, Bakhar, going into youth, but even when you go into it deeper, it goes into elect, which that be pre-designed or preordained or pre-prescribed anyway, okay? By the Lord, which, this is high time to wake out of sleep anyway, all right? But yeah, go ahead. And it's important, of course, we get this, of course, the younger you are, you be in full strength too, but, the Lord calls, different brothers, sisters of different ages and time, all within the Lord's time, It's not us that is willing, it's the Lord, it's of His pleasure. All right, so
to be chosen and selected.
Yeah, to be chosen. So, like we say, Shalom la Bachayarium. So, to say like elect Bachar, the brother I know, the brother from Baltimore, Bashar, yeah, he goes into, he'll say Shalom. I believe I think he pronounced it like Baquarium, but I go into Bacharium. Might be just saying it quicker, pronunciation. We got different, sometimes brothers got different pronunciations, but Bachar, Bachayarium, all right? goes into the chosen, okay, selected, you know, and that's all by the Lord. All right, Khan. So read that on the top.
Khan. Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Remember thou thy creator in the days of thy youth,
Right,
while the evil days come not,
right,
nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
right. Because the times that we're coming in, like I said, is going to be complete, utter pandemonium. Is going to be absolutely well, it's going to be favorable for us, but it's going to be also trying for us. It's going to be a test, and pressure is going to be placed upon us. Distresses, straits, okay? You know, on this world, you know, you're going to be like, damn, like imagine going days without getting washed, you know, access to water or something like that. You're going to have to go by faith still, not by sight. You know, you might not see water. You might go a couple of days. You know, somebody might in your crew might, and they have faith and drop out. You're going to have to keep going, all right? Fighting, of course, for your salvation, okay? Letting no man take thy crown, okay? You, of course, letting, you know, that promise continue, that hope, that expectation fuel you to continue to endure, to suffer. Kind.
Continue on.
Yeah, anything else if you want on there?
No, that's it.
All right. But anything else with that other? That's it?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, so, you know, just as the day, we just putting that point, just as the days of Noah was, just how the same as the coming of the Son of Man to be. So, you know, goes and tell you also there's no new thing under the sun. All right? But this time that we're going to come into, the time of Jacob trouble, is going to be it's going to blow away all the worst times of any time period, ancient and present. All right, it's going to be outrageous, you know. So it's most important that we get this faith, you know what I mean? Because that's that currency, and that's what's going to keep us loyal and faithful to the Yahweh Shem Yahushai and able to be stable. So with that, we want to say Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahushai,
Barak Yahushai,
Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahushai,
Barak Yahushai,
Allahim La Yahweh Shem Yahushai,
Call Alaim La Yabashim Yahushai,
Hashem Kakadash,
Hashem Rakakadash.
water to the Akim, you know, the Aqua, the brotherhood that's out there listening and learning. And Shalom to, of course, the Aqua that are staying within order and keeping quiet. All right. Of course, Shalom to the election that's out there in Abad Babal.
Abba Ball.
Shalom.
Shalom.